Hello and welcome to my channel, the place where I take you on RV tours, campground tours, and hiking destinations. Now today I am at St. George Island State Park located on Florida's Forgotten Coast. So let's take a look around. Now I'm located at campsite number 1, so let me show you around. There's some nice coverage with some foliage around. Now each site comes with a picnic table, a fire ring, and a hammock stand. Over here, there is electric hookup and water hookup. There's no sewer hookup on site, but there is a dump station at the entrance to the campground. So let me show you around. Here is a map of the campground. Here's a quick look at some of the campsites. The campground is located behind historic dunes in the pine flatwoods. Many of the sites do offer some privacy and shade with tall trees. This is one of 2 bathhouses located here on the campground, so let's take a look. Overall, the bathrooms were pretty clean and well kept. The shower stalls each had a changing room with a bench and provided plenty of hot water for showers. At the end of the campground, before it starts to loop back around, there's a playground, and there's also the trailhead for the Gap Point Trail, which is 2.5 miles long. I'm going to be going on that trail right now. Right here at the entrance to the nature trail, there's signs saying that there's a fit trail along the way where you can do some exercise and get fit while taking part in this nature trail. So that's going to be fun. This trail is great for running. Now the path has been pretty wide so far. Nice, soft, sandy bottom. Very easy to walk on. No stumps, so no tripping hazards. Now today it's overcast, but if it were sunny, there might not be a lot of shade. Something to keep in mind. Otherwise, a very enjoyable walk. At about a half mile in, you come at a crossroads and you can either go towards the Gap Point Trail or the East Slough Trail. So I'm going to start off with the Gap Point Trail. At about 1.5 miles in, there's this overlook. Gives you a nice water view. Lots of wildlife, lots of birds. You can even see some of the sand dunes and the boardwalk. At about 1.5 miles in is where you find the fork in the road to reach the primitive camping sites number 1 and number 2. Definitely a great place for bird watching. Nice and peaceful. And it's so quiet. That was the end of the trail, so now it's time to head back. So I'm right back at the crossroads, so now I'm going to head on over to the East Slough Trail across the boardwalk. It appears that there is a little patch of water right in the middle of the path. On this trail, the path does get quite narrow in certain spots, and you do have some brush rubbing against your legs, so you might want to wear pants or leggings. Another boardwalk. Now, although this trail does say you can bring your bikes on it, I see that a lot of people are having a hard time because the sand is so soft, and it actually is a little bit deep in some spots. So this bird has a black head, black back, but on the tip of his tail on the bottom, it's white. He's got some little white dots on his wings, and then he's got some brown right under his wings and a nice white chest. I love being able to see all this detail. So on one end of this big boardwalk, you have these little benches, and you can sit here and overlook the water, do some bird watching, listen to the waves. This side of the boardwalk leads you to the Gulf. Once you've reached the end of the trail, you can either turn back around and go back through the trail, or you can just walk down the road. We are coming upon the Astronomy viewing platform. This is a great place to view all the stars in the night sky. I was able to capture this footage of the stars in the night sky from this astronomy viewing platform. I used an app to identify some constellations. At the end of this 4-mile road into the state park, the campground is located to the left about a quarter mile down, and the beach access that is the closest to the campground is to the right. Right at the entrance to the campgrounds, you have the dump station and some dumpsters. So I'm back at my campsite. That was about a 7.5-mile hike. Very enjoyable. Liked it that the sun wasn't out. Nice overcast day, nice cool breeze. Very enjoyable. My son came along on this camping trip and brought his electric car. So I'm going to show you how I keep my sanctuary van plugged in while charging his electric car. So come on and check it out. So right here I've got my sanctuary plugged into a 30 amp power surge protector, and over here I've got the Aurorica 50 amp power surge protector plugged in to the electric car. And let's take a look at the dash. It is currently charging at 39 amps. Pretty effective use for charging a car. So let me tell you a little bit about this Aurorica 50 amp power surge protector. It is weather and water resistant. It has a protective cover. There's a diagnostic chart so you can troubleshoot if there's any issues. It comes with this combination lock, and so far it has worked pretty well. Sometimes power sources at campgrounds can be unreliable, so if for any reason the power source for the 30 amp should not be working properly, I can use this 50 amp power surge protector to plug in my sanctuary by using this 50 to 30 amp dog bone. Just plug that in right there and then plug in the 30 amp power surge protector. This old boardwalk that is half buried and nestled in the sand dunes was damaged in a hurricane decades ago. The state park staff has left it as is to demonstrate the effects of hurricanes and the process of dune migration. There are canoe kayak launches and 2 boat ramps located within the state park that provides access to the Apalachicola Bay. The bay is quite shallow and can accommodate shallow draft boats. As you can see, there is a lot of parking space available here. Oh, take a look at that turtle. Looks like he's got a white head. Hey there, guy. I took a stroll at night to do some stargazing and came across many of these sand crabs in the road. I'm here on the barrier island of St. George Island in town, and there's quite a few shops that you can peruse. There's a shop with beachwear, there's souvenirs, gifts that you can pick up. There's even an island grocery store. Right across the street, there's a visitor center with a lighthouse. So let's go check it out. All right, so I just purchased my tickets for the Lighthouse. They are $5 each, and I've got some Christmas ornaments for souvenirs, and I picked up some earrings. All right, the Lighthouse is now open, and let's check it out. Good morning.
Hi, welcome to the St. George Lighthouse. How are you
Thank
guys
you.
today?
Good.
Wonderful. Any questions about the lighthouse?
Nothing. Is there anything you want to tell us?
Well, how about this lighthouse we're standing in is 14 years old, but every single brick you see inside here is either an 1848 or an 1852 brick.
Okay.
It was lovingly put back together by the citizens of St. George Island and Franklin County. And even though it's only 14 years old, it's considered a historical reconstruction because the entirety of the interior is paved with antiquity. Also, the granite door lintel behind you and every window lintel was original to the previous lighthouses. The previous lighthouses all stood on Little St. George, and now we are here on downtown St. George where it's never been before.
Oh, wow.
This was the 1852 light, 2 months before it fell into the Gulf of Mexico in 2005.
Oh my goodness.
And every last bit of it was scooped out of the surf and off the beach. And over 50 volunteers spent 18 months cleaning all the bricks you see.
That's incredible.
It was largely rebuilt with volunteer help.
Okay.
And so it took a village to re-raise the lighthouse, but none of us was willing to give up on it. So what you have before you here is 92 wooden stairs. At the top landing, there is an 8-rung metal ladder firmly bolted to the wall. So once you start up the ladder, watch the back of your head. Enjoy the view. It's absolutely stunning up there this morning.
Great.
And we're glad you could be here with us today.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy your adventure.
Thanks for the history and all the information.
You're most welcome.
Thank you.
That's what we do.
All right, let's head on up.
If you have any questions when you return, I'd be delighted to answer them.
Thank
for
you so much. I've now reached the last landing before I get right to the top, so it's time to climb up that ladder. my goodness. 360-degree views of awesomeness. This is spectacular. You can see far down the beach on both ends. And on the other side, you can see the bay and how far the bridge spans. You get a good view of the town. Absolutely incredible. Wow. Time to head on down. Now, I've been in quite a few lighthouses before, and this one had the best view ever. 360-degree views of the barrier island of St. George Island. It was just spectacular, and the windows were spotless. The sunsets here on St. George Island are absolutely stunning, and I'm so happy I can share this one with you. This is one of the best sunsets I have ever seen. What a great way to end the day, watching the sunset with all the beautiful colors in the sky and listening to the waves lapping against the shore. Thank you for joining me here today at St. George Island State Park. This is a great place to enjoy the outdoors. The beach here is just beautiful. You can definitely find a spot here all to yourself. It's not crowded here at all. You can take in a long hike or some leisurely strolls. This is also a great place for bird watching, and there's a boat launch and a kayak launch. Lots of opportunities to enjoy the outdoors. And best of all, there's the magnificent clear night sky, perfect for stargazing. Thanks again for joining me here, and please do subscribe to my channel and join me for lots more videos to come. Bye for now.